Hey YouTube, we're starting with chapstick. This is November 30th. It's posted today, January 1st. It is not. Oh my gosh. December 1st. So this is my first Vlogmas video. Not your typical Vlogmas. I appreciate you guys letting me know what you wanted to see. Some of y'all were like, I don't care. I'll watch it, whatever. And some of you did ask some really good questions for Q&A. So I am excited about those. And some of y'all, I'm just like, but I'm going to do it because I asked and you answered. So I'm going to do it. But for this video, the first thing I want to say, I know I said it before. I don't celebrate Christmas. I do identify as a Christian. Some people say, you're a different kind of Christian. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm into BDSM. I'm polyamorous. I do curse. You know, so I do know I'm a different type of Christian. Maybe I'm a troll Christian. A Christian troll. I'm going to link below two links. And I believe they're both from the History Channel. Because a friend of mine, she's German. She asked me, she was talking about Christmas, Fabulous 50ocity, because she came in my area again today. And so I met up with her and her son, yada, 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 went out to breakfast. And she was saying something about Christmas. And I'm like, I don't celebrate Christmas. And she was like, why not? You're a believer, right? And I said, yeah, I am. And she said, so why not? And so I told her a few things, and then I sent her a couple links. And so I thought I would do that for you guys too, for if you're just curious as to why I don't celebrate Christmas. I was going to do a video about it, and I said, you know what? Let's just have fun here and not be so serious. But the links will be below if you want to read about how Christmas came to be Christmas. And so this video, I was going to do one eye here, one eye there, guess which palette it is, which is a lot of fun. It's a lot of editing. I want to do as little editing as possible for the Vlogmas videos. And so I want to show you some things because I have some palettes, a few of them from Leanna Dalton's The Clutter Store. And as I did the looks, I'm thinking, these look like similar looks that I've done. And I do know, excuse me, so rude, that when you gravitate to a certain aesthetic or certain colors, looks will start to look the same. And so, and I don't like clutter. And so I was looking like, what do I have that's similar? If you would like for me to do one look here, one palette, another look here, different palette, just to see the similarities or the differences, let me know and I will do that. But I have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sets of palettes. So if you want me to still do the looks, I'll do them. If you're satisfied just seeing the color story, yay me not having to do all the editing. But again, I will if you want to see it. So the first one is the Milani Gilded Jewel palette. I thought I was going to say it funny. I started questioning whether or not to keep this one. And I remember when I did the video, I was saying how the shimmers, once I put the brush in it, they got chunky. And the mattes, even though you do get brush strokes in your mattes, it's just looking a little strange to me. Because sometimes it's like, did I use that shade or did I not? But you can clearly see like how they're changing, and especially the shimmers. And I really like the look, and I'm like, this is a keeper. But then as I look at it, I'm like, I don't know if there's something wrong with this palette. But I look through what I have. My collection is fairly small. And to me, it resembles, in a way, not exact, not a dupe, but the Zendo palette. Part of this is Sunrise, excuse me, and some is Zendo, because some of the Sunrise shadows didn't show up on me. Some of, excuse me, the Zendo shadows didn't show up on me, so I mixed them. And I do like it better this way. And you can't even see here, trying to get the glare off, where that one got a little chunky. You can see brush marks in here, but it's still not as prominent as this palette. What is it called? The Milani palette. And so when I was looking at it, and not even this way, I have to hold it this way, because you have, I'm still backwards. I'm still awkward. So when you do it this way, if you look at the two columns over here, you have like your mauves, your rose tones, you have a brown down at the bottom. In the corner, you have a taupe up here. This one right here I'm talking about. And then when you slide it here, I'm trying to get the glares off. you have your blues. And so I was kind of like, So if you do want me to do looks with the sets of palettes I'm showing you, I will. But I was just like, these, they're not dupes as I said, but I do believe the looks would be similar. You know, these two columns here and then the two blues that you have over here. Even though there are more blues and greens in the Jewel palette, the Milani palette, but I'm just kind of concerned. I didn't have any reactions though, but just looking at it, I'm like, that don't look good. Like, ugh. And when I first, this is the next two palettes. When I first looked at the Rare Beauty Confident Energy palette, I immediately thought of Decadence from Pat McGrath. I'm not saying the formula is the same. Don't get your panties in the wad. I know how y'all are with Pat. But this is an all shimmer palette, and so is Decadence. And I was going to do one look, and let you guess. And then I'm like, I don't know, let me just see if y'all want it. So we have a gold. This one in the middle here, I'm so awkward. And we have the gold down here in the corner. We have a blue, we have a brown, we have a pink. We have, you know, a silver/white shade. So I'm just like, how similar would they be? For some reason, though, I do think this one, the look would be brighter, because I remember these being very vibrant, whereas Pat's shades did show up really nice, but not like super sparkly, and I could be remembering it wrong. But looking at the color stories, I'm like, they can be similar. And so the next two I'm going to show you, the next three palettes actually. And actually, oh yeah, one of these I purchased from BoxyCharm, Violet Voss Wild Dahlia. I love this palette. But when I looked at this and I did that look, and this is a duochrome, I think I said that. So it's kind of reddish and then it's green. When I did that look, I'm like, this looks like something else I did. And when you tend to go the same way, same color story, stuff starts to look the same. And it reminded me of a look I did with this palette. And I'm believing it was these shades here. And so I'm going to hold them up together just so you can see. And again, not dupes, but depending on where you place certain shades, they may look the same. And even this green duochrome here, at a certain angle, it may mimic this purple up here. May or may not. And so, but I was looking at it, and the tones to me look like you could maybe, possibly get the same look. And also thinking of the look I did with this palette, I was thinking of the look that I did with the Prism Makeup, the Ultimate Gravity Interstellar palette. These shades over here. So this is probably more similar than the Trend Beauty one that I just showed you. But if you look at these shades, you know, you have this greenish shade here. You got the black. You have a gold in this palette. And you have, you know, that little, well, whatever. I just stuck my finger in it. This shade is right here. And so, dupes, no. But gravitating to the same types of colors, would it be the same type of look? And I kind of think so. I really do. And so I've been thinking, you know, do I want to just keep holding on to stuff? Even though these are fairly new. Not new, but I just got around to doing all the looks with the palettes from Leanna Dalton's The Clutter Store. But, you know, doing some of the looks, I'm like, this looks familiar. So now we're going to talk about Butter London Natural Goddess palette. This little doohickey right here. The shades surprise me. This is a simple palette in a way that I do believe less is more. And me, y'all know I want to do like 3 lid shades, 2 transition shades. This palette is not for that. The only 2 mattes are this one and this one. And, you know, most people, I don't think are going to put, you know, 3 or 4 lid shades on, especially these tones, because they look like they would not go together. Maybe these 2 will go together. Maybe this one and this one, or this one and this one. And I think less is more with this. Just put this on the lid, transition. Put this on the lid, outer corner. Put this on the lid, outer corner. Did I just do that one? No, I said that one. And so it is a simple palette, but when I looked at this, I thought about, after I looked through what I have, I thought about the Mothership Sublime palette, and this looks messy. And not that the shades are dupes, but similar story. Because you have, you know, this pink right here, and then you have this light shade over here. Yes, the greens are very different, and the green in Pat is a celestial shade, so that's not going to be a dupe at all. Then you also have this tone that's similar. So not all the shades, but this pink, this one here, and the brown. So if you were the type to just do, you know, 2 lid shades, I think the looks, you know, you can get similar looks out of these palettes. Yeah, so I got 2 more to show you, and neither one of these have I used in a while, and I need to get to it. This one is the Nessamyrix Beauty Light Work Volume 3, the Experience palette. This is messy as, now I was getting ready to drop the F-bomb. This is just messy. And I took it out the other day when I was looking through the palettes, and I'm just like, why are you messy? Like, you've just been sitting here. And anyway, this is a highlight. This is something. This is a pressed pigment. So both of these I do just put on my face. This one, I don't remember if I've used it on my lid or not. It was either this one or this one that they were saying is a cream. And I know I have it somewhere. And they were saying it creases no matter what. And so I'm just like, okay, I'm not even trying to deal with that. But, so mostly I've used for my eyes, just these right here. And I think this one, and actually I did use both of these. I think lower lash line, I think. They looked exactly the same. And so I was kind of disappointed that I really only have 4 shades. And if you want to count one of these 5, because they showed up the same. And I could try them over a black base and see if that brings out the undertones in it. So maybe I will try that. And these 2 are face. And so these 2 I don't count at all. So I just have 6 shades in here for lid, and 2 of them on their own look the same. But as I was looking at this, I was thinking of what else I have not used in a while. And that would be my Plain Jane and Heather Austin palette. The small pans, these are from Heather Austin because they're smaller than the Plain Jane pans. So these are, excuse me, Plain Jane. But I was looking at this thinking of the shades I do gravitate to from Plain Jane, which would be this shade right here, because I like dark shadows. And so I like the black base, dual chromes and multi-chromes. And maybe even this one for this green right here. And maybe even this shade here, sorry for the glares, for this shade up here. And so not dupes, no, but gravitating towards certain colors, would it be a similar look? And so I just wanted to show these to you for our, this is messy too, for my first Vlogmas video, and to ask you, and I know I'm always asking questions, and I do have a lot of suggestions already, and I need to write them out. So I might be good for Vlogmas ideas, but aside from Vlogmas, because this would not be a Vlogmas video, if you do want to see me do one look, one eye with both of those, both of these 3, these 2, and these 2, so that's 7 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, I said 7. It's 5. And then an extra one because this has 3. So if you're wanting me to do that, I will do that. And that will just be a separate thing, not part of Vlogmas, because that will require multiple days and lots of editing. But I just wanted to show you what I thought may be similar enough for me to get similar looks from, even though the palettes are not dupes. So welcome to Vlogmas. You will see me again soon. I'm not sure yet, and I kind of doubt that I'm going to upload every day, but we'll see what happens. And thank you again for those of you who left me ideas and suggestions. And some of y'all trying to get me in trouble. What brands do you not support and why? But I'm gonna do it because I asked and y'all answered. So so thank you so much again for the ideas and suggestions, and thank you for being here. If you're still here, that means you enjoy me and I appreciate you. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not. Click like if you liked it. Leave comments below and share my videos with other people. And I do still, as of now, have at least 2 things going on. I think 3, I want to say. Definitely 2 things I have going on. So make sure you're aware of those because they're here already. And that'll be it for this video. You'll see me soon. Thanks.